Hello everyone, welcome to this presentation on Elimisham's channel, Elimisha Jamii na Astronomy project, which can be translated to mean educate a girl, educate the whole community with astronomy. This project has been under the funding of the Office of Astronomy and Development for the last 3 years, that is between 2023 and 2025. Today I'll be giving an overview of our project idea, the programs that we've implemented over the 3 years, the results and the impacts of these programs. Welcome. So to start by maybe giving a context of the state of the girl child's education in rural areas of Kenya and Uganda. These are areas where the girl child has been consistently left behind because these are communities that are still pegged on the idea that a girl's education does not matter. And beyond just the cultural beliefs, there are also several barriers such as poverty, early marriages, teenage pregnancies, and a general lack of mentorship that further inhibits the girls in these areas from attending school to completion of, let's say, high school level. So having identified these challenges, we at Elimisham's channel, Elimisha Jamii, came up with different projects to try and address some of these barriers and promote girl child education in these areas. And so considering the complex nature of the challenges faced by girls in the rural areas of Kenya and Uganda, we at Elimisha have been implementing an integrated approach that involves different programs, with our primary program being the outreach and mentorship program, where we target girls in primary school, their teachers and parents, and try to encourage these girls to transition to secondary school. And subsequently, we target these girls through their secondary school education, through phone calls at least twice every year. And through the tracking, then we get to identify girls who have dropped out of school due to different challenges and take them back to school and sponsor their tuition fees and another costs that pertain to their schooling. Another main program that we've been implementing is the Astronomy workshop and mentorship, where we target girls in year 1 and year 2 of secondary school, and with the aim of promoting STEM and physics education. So we engage with these learners in hands-on physics and astronomy concepts and just try to encourage them and help them understand the beauty of STEM. And when we visit these schools, then we purchase different laboratory equipments, which are then donated to the schools. And running parallel to this also is the computer literacy program, where we introduce the learners to computer concepts and also donate computers to this school. And lastly, we've also tried to extend the impact by also engaging with STEM teachers from the participating schools to just encourage them to know along the lines of how to guide the students towards STEM career paths. And over the 3 years of implementing these programs, we've attained significant milestones. For example, for the outreach and mentorship, we've managed to reach up to 10,000 girls and some boys in Kenya and Uganda. And we've hosted to the tune of up to 80 events in these two regions. And then we've also managed to track 1,500 girls annually. So over the 3 years, that computes to 4,500 girls. And then we've also taken back 30 girls to school. We've hosted 16 astronomy workshops. We've donated hundreds of lab equipment to the participating schools and also donated up to 30 computers to 5 participating schools. And for the teacher development program, we have managed to train approximately 20 teachers on STEM pedagogies. And the outcome of our programs extend just beyond the numbers. We've seen significant impacts. For example, we've seen more girls enrolling into secondary school, more girls completing secondary schools. We managed to keep up to 30 girls in school who would have previously dropped out. And then from the Astronomy workshops, we are seeing more girls now taking physics. Performance in physics is also improving. And then most of these labs now are also equipped with the relevant laboratory infrastructure. And by extension, through our teacher program, then they're able to reach thousands and thousands of students that will not be able to reach directly so. And despite the notable impacts or milestones that we've achieved, we've also faced significant challenges. For example, limited technology access in this area, geographical challenges where we are unable to reach some areas due to limited infrastructure, and also funding. We have never been able to really reach our budget as much as we would love to. Despite the notable challenges, we at Elimisha are determined to continue implementing our programs and reaching more girls. We are thankful for SKO, which has come on board with a similar funding model as the OAD, and which will allow us to continue implementing these programs in the next 3 years. And all that we have achieved is thanks to our dedicated team of mentors, tutors, teachers, and community members who have continually supported us in our various programs and ensuring the success of Imager. And even much greater appreciation for the various organizations that have supported us through the years, especially the Office of Astronomy for Development, which made it possible for us to reach thousands and thousands of girls in rural areas of Kenya and Uganda. Thank you all very much for listening.